I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna say something, and it might be controversial. It really shouldn't be controversial, but it's gonna be controversial because everything I've been seeing online, I already know it's gonna be controversial. The halftime show was not perfect, right? Oh my god, the halftime show wasn't absolutely perfect. Can you believe it? I'm talking down on Kenneth Lamartin. I am taking away all of his, all of his all of his accolades. I'm taking all the way his achievements. I'm taking all that away. I'm tearing everything down because I said his Super Bowl halftime performance was not perfect. Now, what do I mean when I say it's not perfect? Well, be honest, doesn't matter. You're probably already mad at me, but I'm gonna explain myself anyway, right? When I say it's not perfect, I'm not talking about the message, right? The message was amazing, right? I don't even think the performance was bad. I like the performance. I like the performance, but I can't say it's not perfect and like it because that's impossible. But anyways, the message is the symbolism, right? Every little detail that we can find and break apart, that's amazing. I love that. That's fun. That it's just fun. It's fun. It's cool. It's unique. It's seeing how he was able to think of that, right? That being said, the actual performance itself could have been better, right? And I've seen a bunch of people online share that same sentiment, right? I know there's like a section of people who are just like, "Oh, it's the worst performance ever. Oh my god. Oh, they should have had Little Wayne. Oh, they should have did this and that and that." And it's like, see, I'm not saying all that. Like, I don't think it was ass at all. Like, it wasn't ass by any means, right? I feel like if you're like genuinely saying it's the worst Super Bowl performance you've ever seen, this might be the only Super Bowl performance you've ever seen. Like, it's not ass. It's not. If you're like calling it ass and you're saying, "Oh, he just needs to diss Drake to be relevant," like there's a lot of stupid points that we that need to be called out, right? But if somebody's saying, "Hey, I wish he played the swimming pools instead of humble," hey, I wish he played all right. I wish he played a different song. I wish he played Pride or something. Like you're gonna get attacked for that. You're gonna get attacked for wishing he played different songs. Hello, what? And it's just making me so upset because I know there's no way to like say this and not sound stupid. It's coming like a race thing, and like people are making it to a race thing. I know it's like, oh, it's inherently a race thing because rap was actually built on black people the same way America was built on black people, and that's actually what Kendrick was symbolizing in his performance. But it's like, okay, I get that. That's cool. That's cool. Why are we acting like white people can't have an opinion on it simply because they're white? Do we know? That is so detached from me. That's so far detached from equality and it's like you can't talk about rap. You can't talk about rap because you're white. Oh, you didn't like it and you're white. It has to be because you're racist. And it can't be like just because some people are being racist about it and being weird about it doesn't mean every single white person that doesn't like it is racist. I didn't think that needed to be said, but that needs to be said. We were out here saying, "Oh, the performance wasn't for you. The performance was on my shirt." Oh, I'm stupid as fuck. This also wasn't a shirt, but anyways, we're like, "Oh, this performance isn't for you. Oh, if you thought it was ass, then Kendrick was definitely talking about you. Oh, the message flew right over your head. Oh, it's not for you to like. Oh, blah 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 blah." And then people say they don't like it, and then we get confused and we flip out and we're like, "How could you not like it? How could you not like it? The message, but the message. Didn't you see the message? Literally 2 seconds ago, you just said it wasn't for me. You just said it wasn't for me. So why does me coming out saying, 'Hey, I don't like it'? How?" Like me saying this stuff, like people don't know how to read in between lines. People don't understand nuance. They can't fathom the fact that somebody doesn't have. It's like shit doesn't have to be both sides. People, oh, you're just a fence sitter. Oh, you're just a fence sitter. That's perfectly fine. I'll be a fence sitter. Being a fence sitter means looking at both sides and understanding parts of both sides and disagreeing with parts of both sides and thinking they're both a little bit stupid and could use their brain a little bit more. Then I'll gladly be a fence sitter. I will let that fence go up my ass. Why do I need to take a side, right? I understand the message. I understand the message. I like the message. The performance could have been better. The songs that he picked. There are people saying, "Hey, I wish he played this. I wish he played that. I wish he played whatever." Me personally, I feel like his song choice was fine, right? Could it have been better? It could have been better, but it was fine. It doesn't make me think, "Oh, well, he didn't play this song that I really like, so I hate the entire thing." Like, no, I don't think it's that deep, right? But that being said, just because somebody said, "Oh, I think he should have played swimming pools instead of DNA," that would have been kind of cool. well, you weren't listening to the message of it. He had Samuel L. Jackson come out, and he was just talking about not playing the game. He's trying, but bro. I'm pretty sure a majority, if not all, of his songs are have a message under them that he could have used. Right? You can't say that he can't play the song because he's trying to not play the game, because that implies that he has songs that he made to play the game, which is just not true. He could have performed he could have performed his first song that he ever wrote up there, and it probably still could have went along with the message he wanted to send. Right? If you're genuinely upset at somebody for saying they wish a different song was played, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you no more, right? There's people saying, oh, it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought I could just like turn my brain off and get drunk and then like listen to his hits. Now he did have a couple of bangers in there, right? Not a couple of bangers. When I say bangers, like I mean like the ones that went like high up on the charts, like went like crazy. Like he had a good amount of those in there. Does he have other ones he could have played? Yes, but it's like, I don't know, but I understand that point too. Like I saw somebody on Twitter, right? He said he was a Kendrick fan. He didn't say the performance was bad. He just said it fell a little flat because he felt like Kendrick didn't show his full range as an artist. And then somebody came up like, fell flat. How did it fall flat? As he said before the performance, he said it's bigger than the music. So if you don't like it, then you just weren't listening well enough. It's obvious that this performance wasn't to perform. It was to send a message. If the performance wasn't a performance and it was to send a message, how can you come at somebody for saying the performance wasn't up to par with the message? I don't even think it was bad, right? In my opinion, what I think he could have been done. Do I think some of the songs could have been changed? Sure. That doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. But what was taking me out of it the most, one, the mic. I don't know if it was just my speaker. I saw people saying like some of the people heard him very well. Some people could barely hear him. I could barely hear him from my fucking TV. I don't know if it's the mic they gave him. I don't know if that shit wasn't optimized correctly. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I swear to God, I had to turn my TV up. Fucking, why did I just put the microphone up to my ear? Whatever. I had to get mad close. How to hear that shit, right? And that's not even Kendrick's fault. And people probably still gonna get mad at me for saying that. Oh, you didn't hear him? You just turn your volume up. You're not even trying to listen. Nigga, what do you want me to do? If his voice is quiet, what the fuck do you want me to do? If that microphone is barely picking up his voice over the... If the beat is at 100 volume and his voice is at 20 volume, what am I supposed to do about that? Another thing is, he had a lot of swears in what he was saying, so we had to bleep it out a lot, right? I don't know if there was some sort of messaging behind that too, of, black people, we're so provocative and we love to swear, so we're not gonna censor ourselves. But he did censor himself, so I don't really know if that would go along. Maybe if he like straight up just said the swears, maybe that would have worked. I don't know. But genuinely, the amount of times he had to stop his flow mid-flow to like not say a swear, it kind of took me out of it a little bit, right? Like sometimes he had something to like fill in the blanks. Other times he just took a pause in the middle of it. I kind of wish he like just like, I don't know, instead of swearing, just like said something over it instead of pausing. Other than that, I mean, I guess he could have had a little more energy in his voice. Not really any crazy criticism I have. This is like, it's such basic bare bones criticism, and but because he put a message with it, now it's impossible to criticize. I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that we can't criticize the performance because he put a message behind it. So it's impossible to criticize. We can criticize the performance without criticizing the message, and I feel like that's very important to understand. We can't just push everybody who disagrees with us away and be like, no, you're wrong. Kendrick is the GOAT. Kendrick is the best artist in the whole world. How dare you want anything else other than what you got? Like, listen, I understand things are politically heated right now, right? Not everybody cares about that. I know that's a hard reality, but a lot of people don't give a fuck about that. Some people want to watch the Super Bowl, get absolutely fucking hammered, and hear songs that they would hear at the club and just fuck around and dance. Basically, I just wanted to make this video to just say, hey guys, we can talk about the performance and criticize the performance without criticizing the message. And I feel like we can have conversations about both of them, but they should stay separated. They should stay separated for the most part. So if you see somebody say, hey, I think Kendrick's performance was like a 7 out of 10. You don't have to sit there and yell at them. But the message, but the message, but the message. The first thing that we saw was Samuel L. Jackson and Uncle Sam fit. The message is not that fucking hard to understand. Even if you're absolutely fucking stupid and you have no brain comprehension, you never passed first grade, kindergarten, or preschool, right? You can see the American flag colors. You can see the people forming the American flag. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Like, just because it has a message, just because it has a good message, doesn't mean it's immune from criticism. It doesn't mean everybody automatically has to care about it. Like, if someone didn't like it, they didn't like it, right? And I'm gonna say this. I haven't really seen anybody say this, so I'm gonna say this, right? Seeing the actual performance, like seeing like videos and just knowing what my experience was viewing it compared to what other people are saying, right? It feels like Kendrick curated this performance with the people at home watching in mind, right? If you watch the Super Bowl at home, I'm getting all these crazy camera angles, all these pans and shit, like all this crazy shit that's making my experience heightened, making my experience better, right? When he opened in Peekaboo and we're inside the X spinning around, that's fucking insane. The people sitting inside of the stadium are just watching this nigga walk around. Peekaboo. 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 Like, I'm not even hating, but it's like just put yourself in the shoes of, because people are coming at Kai for saying the crowd was quiet. That's a whole separate thing. Right? I don't know if they added a fucking shit into the audio. I don't know if they added crowd noises or not, right? All I know is that putting your videos of you at the Super Bowl in person at the same parts that Kai said that they were loud at to try to refute him, saying they didn't put crowd audio in the re-upload, that doesn't prove anything, right? It's like me saying, you know what, pancakes kind of suck unless you have strawberries with them. And then you come out of nowhere like, no, pancakes are good. Look at me and all my friends love pancakes. We had some today. And then you put a picture of you guys eating pancakes with a bunch of strawberries sprinkled on top. Like, what the fuck? Not only are you not looking at the re-upload and comparing how it sounds, you showing the crowd making noise doesn't refute the fact that they could have still added crowd noises. That doesn't refute the fact maybe the crowd was quieter and the mic didn't pick up the crowd and they wanted to make it seem like there's so many different situations for them having to add crowd noises. We don't know what it is. The narrative that if they did that it's a terribly bad thing is kind of insane, right? Even if the crowd wasn't fucking with it, then it wasn't fucking with it. That doesn't mean Kendrick's a bad artist. That means that wasn't fucking with it. When everything's just so black and white and wrong and white and no nuance ever, that just pisses me the fuck off. It's okay if somebody criticizes the performance. It's okay if somebody doesn't care about the message more than the performance. It's okay. We can appreciate it. We can acknowledge it. We can talk about the meaning and the message and talk about the importance of it. And we can still talk about the performance separate from that. Same way niggas go separate art from artists. Same way you're still gonna listen to Kanye. Same way you've been listening to R. Kelly. Same way you're still gonna listen to Diddy. It's no fucking different. It's no fucking different at all. Oh, but we're losing respect for Kai now because he said they could have switched out songs. I lost respect for Kai. He got paid by Drake because he wanted to hear some different songs and he thought the crowd didn't like it and he thought the crowd could have been more hyped. Wow. But you're still gonna play Kanye though. Oh, but he made Graduation. You're still gonna listen to all those Diddy songs, but somebody just having slight criticism for Kendrick's performance is the end of the world. Is the end of the world. And I know there's a whole bunch of people coming out with terrible takes, and a lot of them are white people. And I know that can seem very annoying and ironic, and you know, granted, it is ironic for some of them, but people are sending queso hate. People are sending queso hate because they said Kendrick was overrated. See, that's what I will not tolerate. We're not going to sit here and slander queso. That's one thing we're not going to do. We could call up any white person in the world. I don't give a fuck. Remy Wolf and queso, we not calling them niggas out. You're not gonna sit here and try to paint queso as some weirdo. You're not gonna sit here and try to paint queso as some weird basement dwelling man who just lives in his mom's basements and hates on people because he said Kendrick Lamar's disgustingly overrated and then proceeded to play fucking swimming pools, bro. Like, this nigga's a troll. This nigga be trolling. We're not gonna sit here and villainize queso over the goddamn Super Bowl halftime performance. It's genuinely not that deep, right? And me saying it's not that deep is gonna make some people mad because it is that deep. Look at the message he sent. It's the message he sent. That's not what I'm fucking talking about. And if you can't figure that out, If you can't figure that out by this point of the video, please click off. I don't know what else to tell you. I genuinely don't know what else to tell you. Because, bro, I swear, the Kendrick dick riders have not been going this crazy. Was not going this crazy until this Drake shit started, bro. These Kendrick dick riders was not going this crazy. Granted, he wasn't really doing much, but still, if somebody don't like Kendrick, it's okay. That don't mean they racist, bro. Right? We sit here, we say, oh, you don't know about rap. You don't know about rap. Oh, you want to speak about rapping? You're not even a part of the culture. And if you genuinely believe that, and you genuinely believe that their opinion doesn't matter, why is it getting you so worked up? If you genuinely think, oh, they're not a part of the culture, they don't understand, why the fuck are you taking their opinion with validity as if they do understand and they're trying to piss you off? They don't understand. You literally just, that makes, like, what? What? It's just, I don't know, something about this just feels mad hypocritical. Like, mad hypocritical. Turn around, they not like us. They not like us. That's not for everybody. That's not for everybody. And then some people don't like it, or some people have slight criticisms about it. Not even the fact that they don't like it, just some slight criticisms. Now, all of a sudden, they're the worst person in the world. They're not cultured. They're not black. They're not, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What happened to just calling out the niggas that deserve to be called out and just having regular conversations? Like, having regular conversations, that shit is done. Now it's like, oh, you don't agree with me? I have to argue with you because that has to mean you disagree with me on everything. You have to disagree with me on everything. And like, I'm literally sitting here repeating myself because I'm that fucking irritated about it, because I have criticisms about it. After I saw it, I had a high. I was like, oh my god, I just witnessed fucking history. Oh my god, that was the greatest thing ever. No way people are calling it ass. No way you could call it ass. This is amazing. This is awesome. This is great. And I still feel like that for the most part during the performance, right? The criticisms that I had, I was like, that's what I was feeling during it, right? Message aside, that just, like, it's still music. Like, at the end of the day, it's music. It can be critiqued by anybody. We can't put out music to the world. We can't put art out to the world when it gets criticized to go, oh, well, the art actually wasn't for you. So yeah, what you say doesn't matter because it wasn't even for you. You see, we're talking about a message, and yeah, so just keep what you have over there, because me and my message, we're staying over here. Like, oh, okay. My fault. I'll step out. I'll step to the side. I forgot. Y'all are having your big kid conversation where you can't have any opposing views. My apologies. I'll walk away and let you live in your echo chamber happily in peace. I hope you have an amazing life. Thank you, and good night.